Don't say, she could sell this house for you, because sometimes, honestly, it's not a good match, or I might have a better referral for them. Just say, I know someone that can consult with you. And hi, everybody. I have actually been a realtor now for 21 years, and newly put in place as the manager of KW Elk Grove, but I still am selling. So just to let everybody know that. I've also been BNI for, now it's 19 years going on 20, but this is just a little, I do have a big family. I've been married a long time. I have lots of kids, lots of grandkids. Yeah. I've also published 2 children's books. So yeah, I brought them here today. And that's just, again, another thing that's just part of my life, but my husband and I published 2 books together. Today, what's funny is you talked about what referrals we don't want. Well, today I'm talking about the referrals I do want. I am going to go through this quickly because I know people usually have a lot of real estate questions. So I'm just going to plug through. So the key to referring real estate leads is learning the keywords or situations. And I just think about this. When you're sitting with your stylist, they're talking with you, right? They're listening, they're asking questions, they're usually digging into things and getting you to talk about things that you wouldn't normally talk about. Who talks about things with their stylist? Anybody? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, all the women's hands are like, oh yeah, they know my deepest, darkest secrets. So I want you to, women can definitely more so relate, but how do they learn so much information? Listen. They listen and they ask questions. Open-ended questions, okay? So tip from a stylist. My daughter's actually one, and I'm like, why did I tell you that? Okay, so here's some things that I can do. I can sell 1 to 4 units. I have a 4-plex in escrow right now. Things to listen for. If you hear someone that has a rental or, that's 1 to 4 units, I'm so tired of being a landlord. I really need to consolidate. I should sell one of my homes. So consolidate is a word, because sometimes people want to sell and maybe buy something bigger, sell multiple properties and purchase something larger. I started investing out of state. I want to sell what I own in California. That's coming up. I inherited rentals and I just want to cash out and do my own thing. So that is very common, something that's coming up a lot. The one that I have that's coming in Rockland, same thing. It was a rental, passed down. It's a young family, probably around my age, and they're just like, I just don't want to do this. I just want the money and be out. I want to buy commercial property. I think I should sell the rental and do a 1031 exchange. So that's another common thing. A life-changing event. I just graduated and landed my dream job. I'm becoming a nurse, and as Hugh mentioned, if you've graduated from college and you've signed with a company that is within the realm of what you're educated for, you don't need a full 2 years, right? How many months do you need?
You just need the offer letter.
The offer letter. Yeah.
Start the job.
Yeah, so that's a common thing that comes up. Someone graduates from college, they get their dream job, they're ready to buy. I'm getting married. We want to move in together and buy something. I'm having another child. I need another bedroom. I am getting divorced. We need to sell, because that's a very common thing too. Sometimes one of the individuals cannot own the home alone, or it's court ordered that they sell. They don't even have a choice. My spouse passed away and I can't live here anymore. And that is something that I've dealt with as well. Homes in a trust, so phrases to listen for. My parents passed away, I'm the executor. So usually as the executor, they're gonna have a chain of events that follow. They don't happen overnight. Sometimes it could take 6 months, a year to put the plan in place, but I love getting involved right in the beginning. My parent or grandparent, they're moving into assisted living. This is a big one that's happening right now. People are moving into assisted living. The children don't want the home, sometimes that's a possibility that they could move into it, and they're having to sell. My family member passed away. Left their estate for me to handle. I'm tired of taking care of someone else's home. I need to sell the property. I'm in charge of someone's estate, but I can't afford the mortgage and keep up the home. So sometimes people get, they're in charge of it. They are either have a rental in place or maybe they are living there. I've had situations like that, but they don't realize what the expenses are every month when they take it on. and they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this cost this much and this, and they decide, no, it's not for me. So what to do next? Tell the referral you know someone who can consult with them, not just sell the property. I think it's really important. You know, I've been doing this, a long time. It's just a conversation. Don't say, she could sell this house for you, because sometimes, honestly, it's not a good match, or I might have a better referral for them. Just say, I know someone that can consult with you. Encourage them to talk with me sooner than later. Oftentimes, there's going to be things to do with the home, or we have to move tenants out, there's notices, et cetera, et cetera. Ask if you can pass their information on to me. That's always a plus, because then I can just reach out to them. Relay 20 years of experience. I've had lots of different complex situations that I've dealt with. Remind them it doesn't cost anything for a consult, and then let them know if I'm unable to help, I can steer them in the right direction. We also stay in touch after the sale, and I'll end here. So with our clients, we do lots of different things. We do events. I've even done stuff with people in this room. So like, as you can see, all about ADUs. I did an event here in the office with Isabel. And we just invited anyone that was interested in ADUs. I think we had about 12 families here. She promoted it, I promoted it, and it was on an evening at like 5 o'clock. And we had some food, and we did that together. We've done house flipping events. I even had a trust event. But I also do my Christmas time event as well, so we do keep in touch. And I guess this is my team. So Lisa is overseas now, but Mariah's been with me 13 years. And I will end there so that we can do some questions. I will say this, if you are personally living in your home right now, has lived in your home for a long time and thinking about selling in the future, one of the things with the higher rates that I'm really impressing on clients right now is to make the repairs. Don't allow for things to sit unattended to for long periods of time. It's really key, because people are wanting more of a turnkey house in this market. With the rates as high as they are, and Hugh, I'm sure you can attest to this, with the rates as high as they are, people are taking a lot more of their money in reserves to put down on a property to get a lower mortgage, which also means they don't have as much on the side to do repairs and do upgrades. So what we're finding is that deals are falling apart if a house has too much work or has just unattended items that a buyer doesn't want to take on, and the seller doesn't want to, repair prior to close. And it's literally, deals aren't closing because of things like that, which could all be manageable if it was done, years prior. 2 weeks ago, closed on a deal. I had a client come to me. They wanted a specific area. And so if I know agents that work that area, I usually will call and say, hey, do you know anything coming? So I will say this, there's not like a website. People tell me, is there a website that I could get all the inside news on stuff? There's not a website. So it's more people related. So for instance, I reached out to a person who led me to another agent. That agent said, oh, they might be open to you seeing it before they list it. We went and saw it, and we made an offer. Yeah, and they took it because the woman was like, oh, she was 90, moving into assisted living. And she said, you know what? Actually, this is so much better. I don't want to deal with multiple offers and all that. So you just never know. Yeah, so that's usually how it works, or it's like a rental that turns into a flip situation. I have those that come up. Yeah, they're way more open to credits. So those are conversations I'm having with sellers right now. So being realistic is very important. The buyers, I won't say all of them, but a lot of them are coming in asking for some type of credit to buy down their interest rate. And typically that could look anywhere in the neighborhoods of 10 to 15,000. So sellers are getting antsy, but if you position everything right, like John sent me somebody that's, he had a rental, but the rental was a hot mess. And when I say hot mess, I mean a hot mess. So I said, hey, you're either gonna sell this at $350 to a flipper, which is what I would have helped him do, or we can list it at 500 plus if you do 50 grand of work or whatever. So we took out trees, we redid flooring, like he's had to redo the whole house almost. But he's had it for like 20 years and did nothing. Yeah.
Thank you.